Peace, family. Peace, 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 peace. All right. I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day. If not, do understand and get your day is going to get better once your perception gets better. So today's video is pretty much surrendering so you can receive. Okay. Oftentimes we ask for things from source, right? We say we want whatever, maybe a better career. Okay. And what I have seen is when we ask for things, sometimes we not ready to let go. Ooh, honey, let me say that again. Sometimes when you ask for things, you're not ready to let go. Okay. I had a friend of mine. I remember I was giving my speaking engagement and I was terrified. Okay. But this is what I asked for. And I want my life to be better. And so for me to want my life to be better, I do understand that I have to do things better. So me and one of my friends, we was together, and she pretty much was taking me, grocery shopping so I could prepare for the event, right? My speaking engagement. And I remember we was in a car and she started telling me about her dreams, right? Her goals and stuff. And she said she wanted to open up a business. And I was like, all right, that's good. We started talking about it. And one of the things that I noticed was she started coming up with excuses, right? So some of the things she would say was, I don't even know the business name, right? Or I don't know how to go about it. And one of the things that I told her was that I could direct her because I opened up a business and I know, how to go about it. So I had gave her pretty much 24 hours and I was like, you know what, by tomorrow, have a name for your business because then I know that you're serious, right? So the next day came, I had text her, she ain't respond to the text. And I was like, she must be really not serious or she's really allowing a fear to get in the way of what she wants. And her argument before was the reason why she wanted to open up her own business was because she was like, oh, I'm sick of, working for somebody else. I'm sick of, the hours and stuff. And, she was sick of doing something that she wasn't passionate about doing. Let me tell you something. When you want something, okay, it may inconvenience you. Because, see, you want it at a certain time, right? You may be like, well, I want my own business. And then one day you may get fired from your job, okay? And because what you have to understand in life, sometimes when you don't move, source will move on you, okay? You could be a business owner making 10,000 a week, but because you are operating from fear, you won't move because you like, oh well, I don't know. You want to control everything. And I often say that's really not faith. So in life, you're gonna have to surrender. You're gonna have to surrender, you're gonna have to give up the control. You're gonna have to do some things that you necessarily wouldn't want to do. Another thing, right? I have another friend who gets in relationships and in the beginning, it's like honeymoon stage, right? Because two people come together and they not being their authentic selves, right? I know because, I've been in so many relationships where as though I was like that. And she, my friend, she'll say everything is good in the beginning, but then it's like her and a person don't get along no more. Like maybe the person was doing certain things like taking her out, spoiling her, or whatever it was before, but now it comes to a crossroad where as though now he don't do those things any longer. And I remember one time I sat down with my friend and I asked her, I was like, tell me what you want, right? And she started directly going towards what she don't want. It's programming. We've been programmed to focus on what we don't want. Okay, because the more you focus on what you don't want, you keep on getting what you don't want. You keep on staying in that low frequency of the things that you say you don't want, because why? Energy grows where energy goes. And so I told her, I said, no, don't focus on what you don't want. Tell me what type of God that you do want. So she started telling me, all these good ideas, right, about the guy. Like, oh, I want him to be like this. I want him to be healthy. I want him to work out. I want him to be loyal. I want him, just going in, saying all the stuff that she wants, right? And one of the things that I told her, I said, well, now you got to become those things, right? If you think that you're going to be able to catfish this here universe, and this here universe go based upon energy, vibration, and frequency, honey, you are sadly mistaken. Okay? You are sadly mistaken. So, when I say surrender, what I'm saying is give up the person that you think you are. Give up their identity. I did a post about I was possessed by my possessions because I didn't know who I was. And so when you don't know who you are, and I'm still learning and finding out who I am, who Dina is. When you don't know who you are, you're going to turn to things to validate, to make you significant. You're going to turn to things to make you, to validate you. In other words, like I said, you got to understand that you are not those things. Those relationships you've been in, honey, that is from your belief system. Okay? That job that you on, those jobs that you keep on taking, that is from your belief systems. Okay? You're going to have to surrender the person that you currently are right now in order for you to start receiving something better. Oftentimes we feel like, well, I'm going to do it exactly this way. And maybe you have tried it time and time and time again. I have another dear friend, lover to the life of me. Okay. She talks about weight. I had talked about this before in my previous videos. She talks about losing weight. You know what's so funny? Because it's like at times we keep on doing the same exact thing and we feel like something new is going to occur, right? That's insane, right? Insanity. You keep on doing the same thing and you're like, well, I know I've been doing it this way, but let me just give it another shot. Because somewhere you really believe that by you giving it another shot, something new is going to occur, right? And that's really control. It's really control, okay? And this dear friend of mine, one of the things she keeps saying, talking about is weight, losing weight, losing weight, losing weight. So I told her several times, I said, listen, you want to lose weight, okay? You have to be the person as if you lost the weight already. That's surrendering. That's surrendering. Because if you just like, well, I'm going to keep on trying these diets. I'm going to keep on doing these different things. If you keep on trying those things, by the way, they are good, because if it's not for what you experiencing, to see that, you know what, this don't work, I don't like this, I need to do something else. But it comes a point in time where as though you start looking at your life and you say, you know what, this something else need to come on right now. Okay. And so I told her, I said, you gotta be the person that lost the weight. So one of the things I suggested, I said, instead of you feeling like you're going to buy new clothes when you lose the weight, you probably never gonna lose the weight because you looking at it like future self. You gotta be that future self in the here and the now. Okay? And so I told her, I said, go buy clothes, get dressed up now, because it'll strive you for wanting to lose the weight. I also said, walk around with the clothes that you had previously that you probably can't fit, start putting them on and walk around in the house, because that should influence you to be like, you know what, I'm getting in these pants. Okay. Another thing, right? When I say you got to be the person that is in the future, you got to become that person now. Let me tell you something. Okay, girlfriend. There's no future. Okay. There's no future. The only thing there is the here and the now moment. Okay. And I remember I used to be like, I'm going to be a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber. And I kept on saying it, right? Like affirming myself. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a successful YouTuber. Right? And instead of me saying one day I'm going to be it, right? I start surrendering. I start making content. I start making the videos now. You think things are going to unfold the way you want them to unfold. And because you can't see all the steps and all the ways to get to that certain destination, that's why you oftentimes won't surrender. You don't need to know how to climb the whole entire mountain. You just need to take one step. One step. And when you start taking one step, like for me, I told you guys, okay, I was lost, honey, and I needed to be found. Okay? And I didn't know. I didn't know. I was so caught up on, things outside of my existence, hoping and praying and lucking that these things was going to change me. That something else was going to occur in my life that was different. Here I was doing the same exact thing. And I got sick and tired. And I just was like, you know what? I surrender, because this is beyond me. Because evidently, clearly, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. All right? And I surrendered. So you got to understand, you have the power and the ability. You got to get past your ego self. And start telling yourself, you know what? I may not have all the answers, but the answers are coming to me. Another thing I talk highly about, meditation. I can't talk enough about meditation, because meditation is so powerful. If you want to observe your thoughts, not react so quick, meditate. And you may not know how to do it. That was another form. I surrendered. I said, you know what? I hear so many people, okay, not people that I know personally, but I heard so many people talk about meditation and how they felt calm and relaxed. Honey, I was a hothead. Okay? Honey, my attitude went from 0 to trillion. Okay? And so I started doing things that was different, things that was, that I wasn't familiar with. Because I was ready to surrender so I could get something that I never had before. Also, when I invested, okay? Instead of me, because I already knew. I knew already. All right? By me allowing the possessions that I had to possess me, okay, because I felt like I was nothing without those things, those watches, the clothes, all that stuff, right? I felt, and there's nothing wrong with it, okay? Hear me out. It's nothing wrong with those things. But when you feel like you need those things in order to make you complete, in order to make you happy, in order to validate who you are, then that's when the issues come in. And that's what I was doing. And I already knew. I said, look, I'm not going to do this same exact thing. Although I was afraid, honey, I was terrified. When I'm doing some of the things that I'm doing, I'm terrified to do. But I still do them. Because I already know if I'm controlling it, most likely I'm going to get the same exact results. If I surrender, I'm going to get something new. And so that's what you have to understand. Okay? And so I hope this helps somebody out there. Make sure you guys rocking out. Make sure you watch my next video. Comment, like, subscribe, and I catch you guys on the next one. Understand the power is within, okay? Whatever it is that you want, whatever desires you may have. Honey, for me, it starts with happiness first. Happiness is an inside job. And once I am happy, okay, then everything else is secondary. But with that being said, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.